Hi guys. Yes, same dark basement looking lighting, but today I want to talk about why most people quit copywriting. I'm hoping this video won't be as long as my usual ones, but we'll see. I mentioned in another video that at least 95% of copywriters I knew I've known throughout the years have quit or dropped off at some point. And I don't know every reason why, but I think I have an idea of a lot of reasons why. Now, copywriting is a unique career because it blends I don't study much about the human body, but the right brain and the left brain idea, right? Of analytical and creative, because copywriting is so much like marketing and psychology and statistics and conversion rates, and also the creative behind putting words on paper and making it flow. And I think the balance of those two is really what throws people off, because most people are one way or the other. I don't know if I was just drawn to it genetically, because my parents were both very creative and very analytical, and they were in careers that were a little bit of both. So I don't know if it's a purely genetic thing, why I'm just drawn to it. But I think that's where a lot of people get thrown off. They're super, a lot of people are super creative. And when I put this up on YouTube, the video may be flipped and this may be the right side, whatever. You get the idea. So on the left side, and I think a lot of people are very creative and they like words and they think words are pretty and they want to write all day. And they're very woo woo, kind of go with the flow kind of people, very chill energy, introverted, that kind of thing, which I have. So that's why I can talk about it. But in order to succeed as a freelancer, you need so much of this, especially as a copywriter. You need to understand conversion rates. You need to understand email funnels. You need to understand going out and getting your clients, hunting clients, sales, managing that sale, landing the sale, managing client expectations, sending contracts, threatening them when they don't pay you. All of these things, you need to balance both of them to succeed as a copywriter. On the same hand, I know a lot of people in this analytical world who love conversion rates and optimizing their site, but when it comes to being creative with words and flow, and that's why so many business sites, their copy is the worst. And they use so much business jargon, analytical conversion rate optimization at your fingertips, and you're what does that mean? Get more clients, get more customers, make more sales? What does that mean? So there's a lot of people in that world and this world, and I think that it requires so much of both. And that's where people really get stuck. All the people I know on this side, they quit because you have to go hunt for clients. You have to network. You've got to be a shark out there, looking, smelling money in the water kind of thing. That's dramatic, and it's just too much for them. So they don't get clients. So then the well dries and then they have to go get jobs, or they just don't, I'm not saying that they failed as copywriters. A lot of them I know became successful playwrights and bloggers. They turned that passion into something else for writing, which is lovely, bless. Or they went and they worked in an agency where they could just focus on the writing and then they have to focus on all the client generation, blah. And then a lot of people over here, their copy just wasn't creative and fun enough. That's not fair. They just didn't have the burning passion for putting words together. So a lot of people here that I know eventually became email funnel optimizers or SEO experts or keyword specialists, or they went into e-commerce. They went that way, and those people went and a lot of people didn't spend enough time blending between the two to really succeed. If you're in this side, you really need to start doing, you should probably practice some creative writing, blogging. One thing is to keep a notebook in your pocket. I mean, I'm a big fan of field notes, these little notebooks. And just write down like words that you really liked and what they mean. You've got to get really into the fun, creative side of words and like playing on words and metaphors and all the things that make words so great and so interesting. Study all the creative forms of writing. Try your hand at poetry for shits and giggles, even if it's the worst thing you've ever written, you know. And then if you're on this side, just force yourself to study some business stuff. Even just read Growth Lab, my favorite site on the whole business side of everything. Running an online business, basically. Even if it's not exciting, like, you need to understand human psychology and that side of it in order to have your skills be balanced enough to succeed. So that's like the main overarching reason why I've seen a lot of people quit through the years. Also the last thing is that you have to be a self-starter if you're going to be a freelancer. These things do not fall into your lap. You have to build your freelance career like a carpenter would build. Bad metaphor, me. You know, and you have to construct it, and you have to be an active participant in it. And you have to be out there, and you have to motivate yourself to write the words that you need to write. And you have to force yourself to network and force yourself to, and you have to be able to do these things. Even if you have like off days, like I know for myself that by tracking my schedule and tracking my energy, Wednesdays are just a slow day for me. Like I'm just not mentally always like sharp and aggressive on Wednesdays. I don't know what it is. I have no idea. So like I do slower activities on those days, and I do administrative tasks. And so, you know, you just have to know yourself and know when you have your energy and when you feel good and when you write the best. I mean, there's really so much magic behind knowing your body and knowing when you're at peak energy and mindset to do all these things. I think that's a huge part of being a self-starter. Not just pure discipline, but building like habits and systems and energy management. Like I talked about that in another video, but you have to just go out there. Like if that's not your thing and you're not aggressive and you don't want to go out there and like grab these opportunities and these jobs, just consider working for an agency or working for becoming an employee at a company that just needs like content writers, you know? That's not a bad thing. But if you want to make it as a freelance copywriter or freelance in any industry, you've got to be a self-starter and you have to be ambitious and motivated. It comes with the territory. There's no way to build a business with like a half-hearted effort. Sadly, you guys, or else I'd be so fucking rich. It's not even funny. But anyway, that is it. That is why most people have quit. I mean, that's why most people quit, and I hope this wasn't like demoralizing, because I think, you know, if you're either one of those brains, you can just practice things that like keep you in both worlds, and that will help you really a lot down the line. Also understand, if you just branch off into other things and you go fly in a whole different world, then like, great. Like copywriting is a great skill to have regardless of whether you do it for the rest of your life or not, because it'll help you with dating. It'll help you with asking for job promotions. It'll help you with anything you ever do. Copywriting is such a great skill to have in your back pocket, regardless of how you apply it in your life. Okay, that is it. That's pretty much why people I know who have quit. And if you want to keep doing this for a very long time, that's my best advice, to keep going, along with like avoiding burnout, which I've talked about in other videos. That is it. Thank you so much for watching. As always, YouTuber plug, subscribe, like the video, leave a comment, follow me on social media. Okay, bye guys.